Push that back just a wee bit there, Cancer. How you doing? Oops. Geez, we just can't get this right, can we? Here we go. Is that right? That's right. All right. So I hope everyone is good tonight. Well, I should say this afternoon, very early evening. Let's get your energy in there, Cancer. Do your April tarot reading. It's raining here in Ontario, Canada. Pouring rain, but you know what that means? You know, we got some nice flowers gonna feed the earth and the trees. All right, Cancer. Cancer. April 2021, Cancer. Okay. Ooh. 10 of Swords just dropped out. This is a time card. 10 days, 10 weeks, 10 months. I think it's 10 days, since we're doing a month reading. Yeah, so this is letting something go. This is, it's a weight off your shoulders. You don't consider it your issue. You're not. Hi, Susan. How you doing? You're not. You're walking away from it. You're not standing anymore and being involved in it, taking it, right? Walking into that beautiful light. That's what I like to see, Cancer. So let's cut these cards. Get that one over there, that one over there. I'm in my living room right now. That was a folded blanket, and Melly messed it up. See, she's right here. Just sleeping, her usual MO. All right, so what do we got for you, Cancer? In the past, you have the Devil, the Eight of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. In the present, you have the Queen of Pentacles, so that could be an earth sign around you. The Tower, dead center, and the Five of Swords. So it looks like you're going through some struggles here. Like you're overcoming some things here. I can see with the Devil and the Eight of Wands. I can see that you're overcoming something here. I think you've reached out for help, or you've are networking, socializing, communicating, getting that support, right? Six of Wands, Temperance, and the Four of Swords. So back here in the Devil. The Devil can be yourself or someone around you. It's toxic energy, the way they're behaving, what they're involved in, perhaps, which also affects the way they're behaving. It could be an addiction issue. It could be just the way the treatment, the way they treat you, or the way you're treating yourself, perhaps. Thank you, Susan. It's nice to see you too. But if there is, say there's an alcohol issue, or, it also is control too, right? See this Devil, he's got this, he's trying to manipulate this person and make them a prisoner under his control, and so this could be a really controlling person, perhaps, around you, but this is an energy you're getting away from, whether it's them or you, whether it's in you or it's in them. You're getting away from it. You could be traveling, visiting, but also, I think your this is kind of like reaching out for support, or people coming to your aid, being there when you need them. It feels really good. It's networking, it's connecting, you know. And it's also communication, that's what all that is. And then there's the Seven of Wands. And so this person could still be trying to get under your skin, taking shots, say, trying to get through your bubble, your orb of peace, your tranquility. You're trying to maintain some sort of good energy here, and they're trying to get through, and at least one gets through and tries to upset your balance, you know what I mean? And it's probably through communication. It could be toxic communication, the way they talk to you or communicate with you, perhaps. But you are trying to create like that orb around you because it's not true. It's their issue, not yours. But I'm going to tell you, you can't sit in something like that too long. You sit in quicksand, and you're going to start to sink. You can only stay so still. You know what I mean? So, yeah. In your present energy, you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Five of Swords. So something that is surprising to you, takes you by surprise, kind of upsets the norm, right? Takes you out of your comfortable, normal, everyday thing. Could take you out of your stability, your comfort zone. Um, we have the Queen of Pentacles. She could be part of what's going on in the tower here, right? Um, the thing is the tower happens because it needs to. There's something not right here. The way this started, how it began, where it began, with who, what, where, something, right? And it's this needs to happen. There could be someone here, that earth energy, that has their back to you. Like I said, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, they could have their back to you. See over here, right? One of you may want to be like proven right, want to fight to win, not want to fight, to work it out, to, just, I don't agree with you, like that's all there is. But someone feels regret. Someone feels they went too far, said too much, could have said some hurtful stuff, went over the line, went over the line. Like I said, trying to poke, trying to prod, keep taking shots, and eventually someone's going to say, screw you. See you later. I'm not here to be someone's punching bag, you know what I mean, for that sort of thing. So one of you is, because you guys got your backs to each other, right? This doesn't have to be in a romantic relationship. This could be in a family dynamic, group of friends. The Queen of Pentacles could be someone more mature because she's the queen, right? She could be older than you, be really sensible, not budge, like not move as quick, maybe as you want to, perhaps. But there's The tower is something, and it's like it happens just like that. It could happen over the next couple of days with this full moon. Um, because this full moon is like a super moon, and certainly could easily cause a tower. But coming near the end of the month, you have the Six of Wands. It's funny, Aquarius just got this too in the exact same position. So this is victory over a situation. I think also too, you could, be like, you could have tried to help this person. You could have tried to nurture them, going through whatever they're doing, tried to offer them stability, help them, or vice versa. They could have helped you in this situation. But either way it goes, oops, um, you know, the tower is in the dead center. So it's going to rock things to set them right. That's what the tower does. It rocks it to set it right. So that Six of Wands, this is a big step forward. This is a big handshake. Congratulations, victory. Um, it could be job offer, or just more work coming in, an increase in work. You get calls. They're calling you. Everybody wants you in on there, because you could have gained some sort of health too. You could have become more healthy after the devil energy, got yourself right, did some work, grounded yourself, and now have something to celebrate at the end of April. Ready to go back to work, because you're probably a very good craftsperson, very good at what you do, but these things get in the way, don't they? Don't they? Um, then there's temperance, okay? And temperance is about tempering something. So they say that everything in moderation, right? You don't want too much or too little of certain things. Like, you don't want too little water. They never tell you too much water, but you want to make sure you're getting enough, right? And then the other thing, you don't want to be eating cake all day. That's too much. So we have to moderate. We have to temper our appetites, our desires, um, our I got something to do. It's something to do with work. The way you work, how you work, maybe how you talk at work. It's something to do with your work, this tempering, because it's right under that Eight of Wands and right beside the Six. So perhaps, you need more rest. You need to work, but you also need to rest. We cannot work all day. We need rest. We need food. We need time to ourselves, time to our family. We need to that balance. It's like a pie, and there's 8 squares, not 4. There's 8, and they all need a part of you, that time, you know. And so even 12 squares, if you think about it. But anyway, and here is the Four of Swords, and this is the rest that you need. You need some rest time. You need to temper your big steps forward, your workload, and yeah, you're getting a lot of rave reviews, and people appreciate you, and they all want you, because you've probably have mastered some sort of skill here with this Queen of Pentacles, mastered um I almost get the feeling you hand make something. You could be some sort of a crafter. You hand make something. Not sure for sure. But anyway, you need to, this is what you need to temper, because the temperance is right in the middle. You need rest, and it's great to work, it's great to play, it's great to celebrate, but you also need rest. It's very important. You'll probably do even better at this, get even better when you have the rest. And it's a really, like, it's good for, well, look at him. He's holding the moon and the sun, right? Or is that the world? There's the moon. The day and the night, right? He knows that they're separate now. And they both get his time. They both get his time. So that's important in your life right now, okay? At least in April. You're probably going to get a lot more work coming at you, Um, everybody wants a piece of you. The tower could be a health issue, to tell you the truth. Something that's why you realize you need more rest. You might be told by someone else, like, you can't keep going like this, man. You can't keep going like this. So this might be a forced rest. Those are your cards. I was going to tell you about building my fence. I was building a fence in my backyard, and at the time, I just bought a house. I was working full time, and I think I was running a store as well at the same time. And I just had all these responsibilities, and I was really overwhelmed. And so we're building this fence in the backyard, and then didn't I step backwards and stepped right on a nail? It went almost all the way through my foot. It was like just like that much, not through. Of course, it was infected, so I had to have the nurse come in every day and give me antibiotics, and it's pretty serious there for a bit, but I was laid up for 2 weeks. So because I wouldn't put balance into my own life, because I didn't temper and take care of my night and my day, the energy came in and did it and said, "Ba-doing," you know. That it did that, and so I was forced to rest. And I learned the lesson. I didn't want to be laid up for 2 weeks again. So now I take my time and split up my time, and I temper it better. I ain't perfect, but I temper it better, that's for sure, than I did at that time, you know. So you got 4 cards here. You got Between Worlds, and geez, isn't this the second time, right? That's exactly what that is right there, night and day. Between Worlds. You got Yin. Believe this is female energy. I think Cancer is female energy, isn't it? Time for a nap. Ah! And chaos and conflict. Chaos and conflict. See how this horse is actually a zebra, and it's under so much stress that its makeup is falling away, and revealing the real. I'm actually a zebra, but I don't understand why the zebra doesn't want to be a zebra. We're going to find out. So anyway, Between Worlds, number 3. Oops. Too far back. 3. So, between the worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place between what was and what will be is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There is a great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. I like that part. When you are between the worlds, you are invited to see what the curious eyes of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Do so, and you will not be disappointed. So that's part of the tower energy, too. Unexpected event, unexpected turn, like a change, something that just um, surprises you, slips the rug out from under you, and it changes everything. You know, not everything, but something big anyway. So that you have a lot of reoccurring messages here. Okay, so the yin number 2. Geez, you got the first right at the beginning. This is a time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming to you. So there's the cup, the receptive, um, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you, poised to receive the bounty that will be made available to you. It implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shaped, not the shaper, and you will see how quickly your dreams manifest. Well, 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 well. Cancer. Geez, it is looking good for you. This tower might be a godsend for you. It might shake things up that needed to be shooken up. Like I said before, you needed the shake up. So, time for a nap. 24. What's that? 27? 24. I got it. Aw, little fox asleep on the moon. This is a time to step away and rest. Let the cares of your world go. Go into a state of non action and allow yourself to be free of the shackles of your goals, your lists, your desires. Hold on now. Nothing is as important as rest, detachment, and neutrality. The overly busy mind can block you from inner wisdom if you don't step back, take a seat, and rest. Be willing to let dreams surface and ideas flow through you, absent any force or conscious direction as you observe without engagement now. Yeah, taking a step back. It's taking that rest time, right? I think in some ways you've achieved something here. You've achieved what you've wanted to. I know there's more work to do, but you need to rest first and then you can complete it. You can go back and continue. And then the chaos and the conflict. Right. 33. Uh, Yep. Opposing forces come together to create a turbulent atmosphere, but consider the value of chaos that serves you well as you become unmoored by it. See, that's the tower. The tower is going to unmoor, get you out of a stuck, something that's stuck, right? And you needed that to happen anyway. Maybe you didn't know how to get it going. Scattered to the winds, you leave behind the parts of yourself you no longer need and disperse seeds to reinvent yourself anew. Although the conflict appears to exist externally, it's essential. It is also internal. Um, no, blah, 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 blah. Its essence is also internal, projected outward and causing disarray. You may find yourself at a cross purposes with someone else facing a storm you feel you can't control. Yet every storm passes and chaos leads to a reordering of things. Conflict provides a way to see more than one side of a situation. Look upon this as just a moment in time when you may need to take shelter and step away from the fray. Don't be too eager to fight. This is a time to understand than to be understood. Wow, isn't that you know, that is a big statement. This is a time to understand rather than to be understood. That's so very powerful, you know? So, it's, letting things be. You don't need to um, get control over what's going on. And the tower is saying, I don't know if you'll be able to anyway. Looking for a new home. Hmm. Well, it says something here, Susan. There's something that's going to be upset your world, basically, but bring victory. It's one of those catalyst things that you couldn't plan it if you tried, or you couldn't have seen it coming. But if it hadn't happened, then it was the snowball effect kind of thing, right? And this looks like this is what's happening here. Maybe something we couldn't figure a way to get out of it or make it move or whatever. And so the the energy out there is giving an opportunity. It's going to be an opportunity. At first it's going to seem like, oh shit. you know but um it's going to be a blessing in disguise, as that's what I feel. A blessing in disguise. So, and it's going to, you know, promote your healing. It's going to help you temper what you need to in your life, whatever this is for you. It's different for everybody, but this is going to help you do that. But anyway, you'll have to let me know, Cancer, give it a couple of weeks, and I'm sure um, like here, right? Don't forget this Ten of Swords fell out at the beginning, the 10 days. So you might know within that time, and this is probably, what you're walking away from, what you're letting go of, saying, you know what? This just does not appeal to me. I don't want my life to be like this. No. You know what I mean? And some sort of big change, something you're wanting to change, could be the area you're living in, Susan, perhaps. Um, I don't know. Like, it seems to me what you'll accept. Like, this is a lot about what you'll take from people, what you'll accept. And because we're pretty strong, and people can only hurt us if we let them, if we allow it, if we believe it. Wow, good for you. 10th day off cigarettes. Isn't that a coincidence? Wow. Oh my God, Susan. Well, that makes sense then, right? With that 10 there and the tower. You know, the tower is here to um it actually sets things right is what it does, because this wasn't working. There's something not right here. And you know what I mean? And so the tower actually sets things right. Excuse me. So anyway, guys, you'll have to let me know. Huh. Well, this is the thing, eh? We're ready for what we're ready for. Um, in depending on, you know, what phase we are in our lives. You know, there's a lot of people that are buying bigger, and me, I'm going smaller. I'm trying to get smaller and smaller. And you know, just we're just going to different spots in our lives, but this shakes up what isn't um yeah, it's what's not solid for you. This is what you want in your life now, something solid. And whatever this is, it's not solid. So, my darling angel pies, I may come back with Libra. I'm going to take another little break. I just go and take a 10-15 minute, you know, make a coffee. And so I could do one more, maybe get Libra done if my niece doesn't come back. And yeah, so I will talk to you soon. Have a wonderful night. Thanks for all your likes. 10 likes. Thank you guys. You're such big sweethearts. I love you. And Carmela loves you too. Hey, wake up. Hey. um, and this ad-free video is brought to you by Aries this month. It's their birthday time and their time to send in their annual $25 contribution to the channel. I appreciate so much, and for all the work that I do and everything. I appreciate everything you do for me, and you do lots. So thank you. So, oh, thank you, King Widow. Thank you very much. Thank you, Susan, and everyone that joined in, everyone watching now. Love you all bunches. Okay, bye.